Well, fortunately for me, baseball is a sport that if your mind is in the future or in the past, it's impossible. It's almost impossible to execute in the moment. And so I had daily intervention away from my own thinking because to be successful at
Yeah,
that sport,
I
like I
like
said,
that.
you have to be focused or else you're going to get hurt. And I learned um, over time to constantly check back into right now. And it's rather ironic that my my work now is a lot in mindfulness because that's what it is. It's about paying attention in a particular way on purpose in the present moment without any judgment for what happened or where your mind was or where it's going. You start to learn how to become an observer of your thoughts so that you can get away from those because emotions, thoughts, I mean, I think this is a very important point. Like we are not those things. We are not the things that pop into our head. We are the
Hmm.
observer of those things. And we're not the emotions. We feel them. We feel the waves as they come on. And so, I have training in this now. And so if I do feel that way, if I do feel and everybody feels that way, and that's the second part of this is the first step to handling those fears and anxieties for me personally was accepting that they were real things and not trying to run away from them.
Yeah,
Again, it's kind of it correlates back to the principles of stoicism. When you see the dragon, go towards it. That's where you need to turn. You need to turn in that direction, um, right? I think that most of the time in jiu-jitsu as a basic concept, like you probably want to turn back into your opponent, right? You don't want to
yeah.
turn your back on anybody, and you don't want to turn your back on how you actually feel. And a lot of people resist, and I resisted as a younger person. But like I said, learning about how to check back into the present moment for me was so big because when you get into the present, you start to realize, oh, right now, right now, I'm okay. Right now, I'm okay, and I have this vision of where I want to go, and I'm going to be able to make these payments the next month. And if I'm not, we have systems in place to deal with that in the United States. There is a safety net in this place. It
Just being
allows you the
rational,
opportunity.
just being rational about stuff.
Yeah, and but checking back in right into this moment, taking a moment to fully follow the breath all the way in and all the way out. Follow the automatic process of the body. Feel your heart rate start to calm down. Come back to this moment right now. When you watch a baseball game, there's all these breaks in the game, and so like a guy will take a swing, and then he'll get back in the batter's box, and you see him go, right, and he's back right here because he has to be able to be here to react, and that's where all the good stuff happens. That's the only time that's real. I mean, you can get really philosophical about it, right? Tomorrow is a relative term, meaning that it's not real, doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is this present moment, and if you're not fully aware in that moment, you're missing life. And I think that's where when we get trapped in those fears and anxieties about the future, rumination is about the past. When we get trapped too far away from the present moment, we give ourselves a lot of psychological stress that doesn't necessarily help anybody do anything.